Today, many scientists will say that a human being is simply a combination of the ordinary material elements. But if we look at all the evidence that comes to us from science, we will see that it is more reasonable to say that a human being is a combination of three things. Ordinary matter, yes, that's part of what a human being is, but beyond that, there is a subtle mind element, and beyond that, there is an element of pure consciousness, or spirit, if you like that word. So, a human being is a combination of matter, mind, and consciousness, or spirit. And there is scientific evidence for this. We don't have to speak about the ordinary matter because everyone already accepts that. But what evidence is there for a subtle mind element associated with the human organism that can act on ordinary matter in ways that we can't explain by our current laws of physics? One type of evidence comes from experiments with random number generators. Robert John was head of the engineering department at Princeton University in the United States. He began doing some experiments with these machines. A random number generator is a machine that will generate a random series of zeros and ones. If you let the machines run by themselves, they will generate 50% zeros, 50% ones. But John recruited students from Princeton University to sit in front of these machines. And they were instructed to simply will mentally that the machines, for example, generate more zeros than ones. The experiments have gone on for over 10 years with thousands of trials, and they have found that the students were actually able to do this. They were actually able to influence the machines to generate more zeros than ones or more ones than zeros, simply according to their mental intention. This provides evidence for a subtle mind element associated with the human organism that can act on ordinary matter in ways that we really can't explain by our current laws of physics. Is there any evidence for a conscious self that can exist apart from the body, apart from the mind? There is. It comes from medical reports of out-of-body experiences. There are times when a person should be completely unconscious. For example, during a heart attack, blood stops flowing to the brain. Medical instrumentation shows that the brain waves cease. During such moments, a person should be completely unconscious. However, some people in this condition report separating from their bodies and observing what the doctor